He can't face the fact that it's not the papers that broke up his relationship with Chelsy Davy. It's that he didn't cut the mustard for her for the long term.
Going to be an 8-week trial, we think, in the case that the claimants are bringing against the Mirror publishers, effectively. Look, this isn't just Prince Harry alone. You've got Cheryl from Girls Aloud, you've got the actor Ricky Tomlinson, you've got the former footballer Ian Wright. So it's a different group of celebrities that are bringing this claim. But again, similar things that we heard against those other tabloids, unlawful information gathering. This is to do with the period from 1996 to 2011. But look, this will be, because it's a trial, people having, the witnesses being called to give evidence in person, and this will be the first time that a senior royal has been called to give evidence in court since the 19th century. It's going to be interesting to hear what Harry says. We know he's waging this war against the tabloid media. He certainly believes they were the ones that drove him to leave the UK.
The phone hacking trial brought against the Mirror Group newspapers by a number of high-profile figures, including Prince Harry, will be hearing from its first witnesses this week. First up is a former Sunday Mirror journalist who told the court the so-called dodgy behaviour at the paper was standard practice.
First to give evidence in Prince Harry's case against Mirror Group newspapers, Harry and Meghan's biographer and a former journalist at the Sunday Mirror. Dan Evans given a suspended sentence back in 2014 after admitting illegal information gathering at the now defunct News of the World, but a journalist before that at the Sunday Mirror. Hired in 2003 to work for then editor Tina Weaver. In court, he said it was a badly kept secret that he was the designated in-house hacker, using burner phones in her office to keep his work largely out of sight of the newsroom. MGN denies voicemail interception at any of its titles, but in court, Evans said he was doing it and had about a 30% success rate, claiming that when he was at the paper, in his words, it was doing dodgy stuff on every story. When asked by MGN's legal team if that was overstating it, he said no, a lot of stuff had dodgy goings on, insisting it was so bog standard to do something dodgy along the line on a story. The Duke of Sussex will be the star witness in this case, but also in court the author of this book. Journalist Omid Scobie, who when accused by MGN lawyers of having a vested interest in giving evidence, said it would actually make his life more difficult, that he desperately tried to move away from allegations he's friends with the couple and that this link wouldn't help. But he spoke of how, when he started out on work experience at the Mirror's entertainment desk in 2002, he heard its then editor, Piers Morgan, ask how confident the team was in reporting a story about Kylie Minogue and someone she was dating. He said the conversation was they had broken up. There was reference made to voicemails and calls they'd made to each other, and this journalist knew details. Piers seemed reassured by this. Evidence from the Prince's biographer ahead of the royal himself coming to court next month. Mirror Group newspapers insisting its journalists did nothing wrong.